On God, I just recorded a whole 20-minute video and that shit got lost. I don't know where the fuck that shit went. I saved it, but I guess it didn't save it. So we're just gonna have to explain the shit all over again. Let me see. Fuck, that shit's kind of annoying, but it's all good. Whatever. All right. So what I was explaining in the other video was basically just the trade that I took on Friday. Where, let's delete this because basically the trade that I took on Friday was we had this was on Friday. So we had this gap, right? Boom, boom, boom. Put the box. That's the gap for us right there. If you guys don't know what a fair value gap is, then it's basically just like whatever a move down. It's three candles going in the same direction, and they leave like a little space right here. So 1, 2, 3, right? And then this leaves like a big space. That's a fair value gap. So if we wanted to, we can't. I can't write. Oh, it's right there. Boom. No. What the fuck did I do? Text. Fair value gap, right? Boom. We come. This. Where's market open? Market open. We're 2 hours behind. So market open is like 8, 7. It's like on this candle. So pre-market, we had our move down. We came and someone had talked about liquidity. All of these are liquidity points. These stacked lows, that's a strong draw on liquidity. So we came with this move, we took out liquidity to the downside. Boom. Right? With this candle, this red one, we came down and we took out all these lows right here. And what did that cause? It caused the move up, which is what I was looking for to take my trade to the downside. But before I get to that, I want to tell you guys that liquidity is also like, this is, let's see, how can I say it? Liquidity could go both ways. Liquidity could be someone's stop, or liquidity could be someone's take profit. And we're going to explain that later as well. But there's times where your liquidity, and it's when you lose money, and literally the banks will get in and they will profit from that. Like, I don't want to make it all complicated, so I'm not going to get all the way into that, but we just had to move down. We came in, we swept all this shit, right? So people took profits there, or banks, whatever the fuck, the institutions, they made all their money on this move down. We came, we swept it, and then we had to move up off of this because they probably sold, like they got their profits, and that's why the shit went up. Or people fucking, it stopped people out here and they moved up, but whatever. Let's not overcomplicate this shit. We had to move down. We took out these lows, and we had to move up, right? So since we've been bearish, that's perfect because now this is also liquidity. Oh shit. This is liquidity, right? So I'm looking because by the time I'm in the charts, literally none of this from this candle, this green candle is what I'm seeing. None of this exists yet. None of all this bullshit exists yet. So what I'm seeing is we came down, we took out these lows, right? Which now leaves this liquidity, and it leaves equal lows, which is a strong pull on liquidity. So I'm looking like, okay, like this is looking really good. Plus the gap. Now we're having to retrace into the gap. So I'm like, okay, this is good. So now I scale down to the 5 minute. I don't really like going into the 15 minute. This big box, right? Is still the fair value gap on the 1 hour. But now this is around 740, right? We're having we have the move down, and now we have a 5 minute fair value gap. So this little box from here to here is the fair value gap on the 5 minute. So now, just like the same thing as the 1 hour, on the 5 minute, we had a move down and we left the gap. We went and we retraced into the gap. And as we can see, we had a reaction down, which was perfect. But again, none of this shit exists yet. So we're looking for just to move up into this gap. So I'm looking, I'm like, damn, all right, that's perfect. Now we go down to the 1 minute. And what do you know? Fucking in the 1 hour gap, we have a move down, right? On the 5 minute, we have a move down. On the 1 minute, we have a move down, and we also have a gap in here. We tap into that gap. We tapped into it on the 1 hour, the 5 minute, the 1 minute. So now that's literally like perfect confirmation, right? Now we're just waiting for price to go down or to confirm that we're wanting to go down, which is what happened with this candle right here. We came up, we tapped into it, and then we broke structure to the downside with this candle. And that's where I entered. I wanted to enter off of this because I was pretty confident that it was going to go down, but it didn't fill me. So I got the good entry, but we had to move down, break a structure. Break a structure is basically you're just literally as it sounds, you just we broke structure. We're going up and this candle broke structure to the downside. So now we switched or we're respecting this order flow. So we're respecting that we're going down with this candle, basically. And yeah, we targeted, as you guys could see. Let me see again. We targeted these lows, and probably on the 4 hour we had some lows there too. Mhm. Yeah. So that was our take profit right there. That little shit right there. Let me see. Let's go down to the 1 minute again. And boom. This was our take profit, probably this line right here. So, but in reality, I think we got it a little bit lower. Probably got out like right here. Oh shit. Like right here. Around there. What this is basically just tells you like what your risk to reward is. And the risk to reward is like ideally you want to have a 1 or 2 and above, because if you're risking $400, then you want to make double that so you could come out profitable. So basically, this is what I did. I risked like $400 to make like what, or I risked like 450 to make like 870, I think 900 almost. So this was a 1 or 2 because I risked like 400 and something to make 800 and something. That's what risk to reward is. And then someone asked me about trading on news. Let me see. How to trade news like this upcoming week. Let's see. Let's refresh this shit. These are the type of news that we want to look out for. The red folder news. And we have to watch out that it doesn't like that this news isn't happening while we're trading. Because if it does happen while we're trading, then this shit could like cause a big move up, big move down, and it just comes and takes you out and it fucks you over because it doesn't really respect your stop or none of that shit. Like it'll get you out for more money and all that. So this is what we have to be careful for. And sometimes news leaves like liquidity as well, which helps us because well, it's a strong pull on liquidity. So sometimes with news, like news leaves behind like a big wick, and then we'll be like, okay, well just take profits at that liquidity, and that's when news is good. But trading during news isn't good, or at least I don't like to do it because it could really fuck you over. So yeah, that was pretty much it. I would go through the whole week with you guys, but literally this is the only good trade that we've had in the last 2 weeks, in my opinion, or like a really like obvious trade. So yeah, yep. Let me see. Let me see if I can show you guys again. Oh, another thing is also that the important liquidity is like the liquidity that gets left behind before we start trading. So from the previous session, like these and even this, like we're not looking for like just random liquidity like this shit or like all this shit. Those don't count, bro. Like it has to be while, because right here we're here, and we're also looking to target like the closest draw on liquidity, because obviously we're not going to go for these highs if we're in bearish order flow and there's liquidity down here, especially equal lows. So we're looking for that retrace. Now, if price would have went past this gap, like if it would have disrespected this gap and this green candle would have been all the way up here, and then we had a retrace into whatever the, let's say we made a gap here with this green candle, then we would have targeted these draws on liquidity. But since that didn't happen, then we just took the continuation down to these liquidity points, these two lows right here. Wow. And yeah, that was where we took profits. I explained it way better this video, so it's not even bad that the other one got deleted. But what I was saying on the last video was that this is what I'm gonna do every time on the weekend. So this is why I want you guys to drop questions in the chat. If you guys have any questions about anything, I'll go through like the trades that I took during the week, and also like just shit that you guys have questions for, like um and if you guys want to like go through it live, if you guys have time to go through it live, then I could host a call on Sundays, late or early. You guys let me know what's best for you guys, and we could get it going. So we could go over the trades that we took on the during the week, so you guys could understand and ask questions live if you guys need to. But if you guys don't want to do it like that, then you guys could also just drop it down on the chat, and and yeah, I can make a video like this, and we could just go over it like this if it's easier for you guys as well. But yeah, that was pretty much it for this video. That was the one trade that I wanted to show you guys, because that's a very good example. And I guess explaining liquidity and how to trade news. News again, there's a lot of different types of news like PMI, CPI, like unemployment claims, and there's some that not. I think there's another one called like non-farm payroll or some shit like that. You, like I said, you just have to see how it reacts to the market, and then there's sometimes that I just don't like to trade. So that's it. I'm recording the video right now. So that's it, and yeah, I'm gonna get another account. I'm gonna get another funded account, so you guys can see what's up, like how to get payouts and that how to like pass an account and shit. So you guys could go through that with me as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions, drop it down on the chat. And yeah.